it was today? It was 67 degrees today.
Today, I looked at the weather and thought, I could just wear a t-shirt and be okay.
Yeah, I did that.
And yesterday...
It's nonsense.
I was like, man, I might need to bundle up. It's getting a little chilly.
Yeah. I came here wearing this shirt, and I also have a pea coat in my car, because it's that much of a mix-up.
You never know.
Well, speaking of mix-ups, expect no mix-ups on characters from either of these two. Grayson has a couple secondaries, but for the most part, these two are loyal to these characters, and you can see there are a couple reasons why Awestin might be to his. For example, that down tilt.
Oh, that down tilt is a mean move.
If you had to describe the intelligence level of that move,
I would say dumb.
Yeah, okay.
That move is dumb.
Sounds about right. Awestin thought that gyro would come a little closer, and then he also misses the PK fires, and Grayson's getting a lot of stage control off of Awestin, really just spamming that B button, and in fact, he almost gets the stock off of it too.
Oh, the angle on the forward smash? That was so clean. That thunder was also nice. Awestin going for the schmicks. Going for the schmicks. He's catching him with the thunders. Gyro doesn't connect.
He did the same route 3 times in a row, and now with that Rob off stage, this only takes one aggressive aerial. Wow.
Yeah, finally running off stage instead of just staying on to avoid the laser. And now, ooh, Austin's got a stock to play with. Oh my gosh, the parries!
There were so many noises that happened right there. And I like that Awestin is just crazy enough. They made Grayson respect that. What a perfectly timed air dodge there for Awestin. Grayson knew that the mash was going to be fast, but even the up air couldn't come out quick enough.
Oh man, I mean, Grayson was looking so clean at the start of this. But Awestin taking that stock has been running with momentum, trying to catch that roll with the up smash.
That up smash covered so much.
And because it's the late hit of the up smash that hits the shields, like even if they roll away and then block it, it's so safe. Eventually, though, catching that gyro snipe, we're going to get down to the same stocks. We could see Grayson have the same kind of momentum that Awestin had in that last one, but he's got some work to do.
The first job is to push the Ness off the stage, and he's done that. But you often see that from Awestin. When he knows that his opponent smells blood, he'll go after it even harder.
Again, with that rising forward air, it's untechable.
Untechable, in fact.
That forward air rising from the ledge is again, it's one of those things you expect the Ness to do every time, but guys, it's so enticing to just get hit by it instead of doing anything. Like, it sounds like a joke, but like honestly, you expect it every time, and then they just come up and hit you. Everyone's felt that, who's ever played an S in their life.
Yeah.
There it is. Here it comes again. Waiting for the commitment.
A whole lot. Now we see him eat that laser, but it was a bait from Grayson.
That was a great laser bait, setting up the perfect situation for that gyro.
Dude, he's looking like the American Psycho right now. This is Grayson Bates.
That's crazy. Ooh, back air setting up, though. He tries to cover the high by positioning himself for it.
Awestin just not giving up this control of center stage, but Grayson takes just as much as he pleases.
Goes really high for the thunder, but the laser is able to snipe it out even.
Oh, he just completely sniped him right there.
Yeah.
That was not Stormtrooper in.
No, absolutely not.
And now gyro on. He puts the Ness in between him and the gyro, and as a Rob, you're always looking for that situation. Back throw, not quite going to do it. Rob is real big.
That was crazy. Awestin rolled behind, got the grab, and then waited like half a second to pummel just once before he threw.
Yeah, normally you would see him mashing that pummel.
Didn't realize he got the grab. That down smash is absolutely going to take Grayson. Lingering a little bit too close to the edge there.
As a Rob is wont to do. They normally like to see if their opponent will commit to something off stage and then either go to the ledge, challenge with the up air, something of the sort.
Maybe try to drop down with the forward air in that position. But
you can't challenge that yo-yo like that.
No, unfortunately just a little bit too close. Got the big base of his body clipped.
And it's spinning. Right there at the ledge. What will you do here in the next game? What will you do to counter that hyper-aggression from Awestin that we saw in that previous game?
Yeah. Going back to Pokemon Stadium 2, not worried about the stage itself, more just the adaptations that need to be made.
Honestly, we saw it, we saw Awestin just really, really run through that first stock and a little bit of that second as well against Grayson. But then, like you were saying, he started to really claw it back. He got near the end of that game. I was going to go straight for the Rob, so that's a free punish for Grayson, who's now got a sizable lead.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hit that straight to the ledge angle with a little bit of finesse. Didn't quite find it. So now Grayson's again.
I thought that was a pun. I'm sorry.
And then, you know, now we're still seeing, Tokyo Drift.
He just called him out with that back air, man. And then he killed the PK Thunder with the gyro, too.
Man, we rarely see that back air connect, but it's very satisfying when we do.
Dude, using the gyro to just stop Awstin's projectiles from reaching their intended target, like, he's using the gyro defensively, and I don't see that, like, in such a direct application like I am now.
Using it as a body to literally block the hitboxes. Awestin setting that gyro on fire.
And Grayson recognized he wanted him to shoot the laser afterwards. Grayson would not oblige. The recovery stall. Awestin did not space that yo-yo at all where he wanted it to. That gives Grayson that chance to come back on and give him a lot of pressure. 65 already.
Man, and surprisingly to everybody, the third time that Awestin goes for
my God.
magnet back air, it does not work again, and Grayson was able to punish it. But Awestin coming down with the back throw eventually, even in stocks.
That was so smart from Grayson, because he saw that Awestin thought that he would be completely safe with that PK Fire covering him. Instead, whapped him with the arm rotor, and eventually it leads to the stock.
That body block very intentionally also was really smart, but unfortunately for Grayson, Awestin was able to make it back. Great tech, but you know, that's free damage on Grayson. Was able to clean up the stock, but now he's sitting unhealthy.
Yeah, Grayson has fully activated, you know, just the feeling smash brain in his head. He knows what his job is, and he just needs to complete it.
Ooh, okay, doesn't quite catch the air dodge with the laser. He was trying to get it real meaty, but Awestin does recover. Putting this down to a last stock situation. He's sitting at 50%.
Speaking of meaty, though, that yo-yo is going to net Awestin another stock. That lack of hitbox on that recovery really hurting Grayson and his really, you know, hyper-aggressive Rob. You can see that he continues to tech roll into the Ness. He likes to press these buttons.
Down tilt is one of his favorite.
Every one of these attacks is getting Grayson so much stage, but he's also getting whip punished a little bit more than as this game goes on, and Awestin starting to look like he's clawed his way back into a game-winning situation.
Oh, yeah. Now he's got ledge trap set up on the Rob, potentially. Going really high. Oh,
it's a fake out,
a
double fake out, which was not a good idea for him.
No, I love that he at least went to the platform there to cancel it early.
Wow.
Ooh.
He comes out of this about the same amount of percent that he had when he was coming into this situation, and we're right back on stage after all of that.
This last stock reminds me a lot of the first stock of the last game, where Grayson was running the show for quite a while, and then Awestin comes back with all of the momentum and finishes his plate.
Just charging that down smash right there. I guess he caught Grayson in a situation where just having the Ness that close, Grayson didn't want to commit to the get-up attack because reaction time is hard. It's a lot harder than you think. And especially when your opponent starts coming back on you, you start getting into your head, some of it starts to go away.
It was a two-frame. Get-up attack isn't an option until you grab that ledge.
Well, it was charging the down smash on stage. He could have. Rob's got a pretty big get-up attack too, but that's not what we're concerned about right now. We see these combos. Grayson's going to need a lot of those to get himself to that Game 5 where he can move on to Grants. Because right now, Austin's one game.
Down tilts on that platform are so much pressure. I love that. He's still positioning himself really well around this gyro so that he's able to still get the PK Thunder pressure.
Ooh, Grayson just dropping that gyro out of play. This movement is driving me insane, and I think that I would have just fallen over.
Ooh, falling up air converts into the back throw, and that's a stock. I love it. Austin, well, even crossed up, is able to recognize what side Grayson's going to be dropped on, so he's able to come through with the right throw.
God, he's just pressing side UB constantly.
I mean, it's when you're on fire, it's a bad time, so why not?
Yeah. Oh, using the PK Thunder to get back. I think a lot of people would have defaulted to the air dodge, but knowing that gyro is in play, Grayson's always going to keep that pressure on, and he is constantly going to be pressuring that shield in the defensive play.
And what a great anti-air with the up tilt, recognizing that Awestin had been pressing buttons, trying to pressure from above, but he goes for like late delayed falling up air, pressure the cross up, so that up tilt was a clean snipe. Grayson now taking more advantage of these anti-airs, getting a lot of damage.
Continuing. I mean, I think that he's really picked up on Austin's rhythm a little bit. I think that he's noticed that it's not fully mixed up right now from the little blue boy.
And Awestin called that laser, but he was just a little bit too slow with that reflector. Forward smash isn't the fastest in the world. Oh, again.
You see it again.
Call him a platypus because that man is parrying all over the place. Awestin, though, is the only teal individual on the stage right now, and he is the one setting up this ledge trap.
And there's plenty of fire to go around, especially if that Yo-Yo comes out again, but he's actually going to get aggressive right now. This should be Yo-Yo. No, he just...
Yeah,
he was there one moment and gone the next.
Grayson didn't really have the fuel to threaten with another up air, so Awestin knew that he could run down with a back air. Not many people are making that tech. Even if it is techable, that architecture is a mess, and it sends people straight down.
And how do you recover afterwards? Oh my gosh,
Without
Grayson.
any fuel, right.
Yeah. So now, Gyro comes in right underneath Awestin before that landing can happen. Now,
what a setup of the gyro!
That's so creative, and I'm amazed that Austin's alive.
Right, the DI was insane, but up throw on the plat is absolutely going to take care of the business.
Grayson says, DI this. Austin's like, all right, bet, right into the blast zone.
Right in the blast zone, let's do it.
Oh, trying to get that drag down up air.
Would have been so cute. Wasn't actually able to deactivate the yo-yo because it does have a re-hit rate, so it constantly is resetting that hitbox.
Now Grayson, I love that gyro toss down that stops Awestin from going underneath and anti-airing him. But there you see, that up air can actually hit Awestin if he gets in the right position. Double roll to get that center stage.
Again, Grayson fighting from the corner.
There we go, that time. Remember last time, when that down smash happened, he got hit, but this time, patience comes out. Grayson still got a fighting chance to get in this, but Awestin aggressive off stage as he is.
Again, positioning himself in kind of awkward spots for Grayson to do anything about, just out of the range of the up air, not really in range of the forward air, and rising with the neutral air to cover everything. So even if he misses and Grayson's able to like dodge or spend more time off stage, Austin's just back to the ledge and resetting the ledge trap. Really great use of Ness's tools to cover a lot of Rob's disadvantage.